TitleMatchNetwork.com.
You know, another guy, speaking of guys that were shooters, Danny Hodge, and he was from Oklahoma, and he was a world lightweight champion. Danny Hodge had such a grip. I wanted to feel the grip, and Danny was a nice guy, and I said, Danny, will you grab my, because I got big forearms. I wanted him to grab my forearm with a grip. And he put the grip on me, and I went right down on my knees. It was like nothing I've ever felt before in my life. It was like, raw. And it's like, holy shit, like an alligator biting your arm, you know? Danny Hodge, great guy. You know what? Danny Hodge, he fell asleep or something. He was doing one of those long-ass trips in Bill Watts territory in Oklahoma. We go all the way down to New Orleans and back to Tulsa. I mean, that's brutal stuff. And he fell asleep, and he went down an embankment, and he broke his neck. And he held his neck, he held his jaw and his neck together and walked up this big embankment, got to the road and got a ride to the hospital. All this time he's holding his neck together, his jaw up here, and they fixed him up. That's a hell of a story, huh? That's one tough son of a bitch.
I want to say, too, just to point out, you have massive hands, too. So for someone like Danny Hodge to say that his hands, you know, were like a vice grip almost or something like that crushing, that's got to say a lot about him.
Oh, I don't have a grip like that, though. He told me, he goes, Greg, I have double tendons. So most people just have regular tendons, right? He had double tendons in his hand. So when he gripped you, I mean, he could walk over. You're a pretty good guy, solid guy. Yeah. He would grab you and put you, I swear to God, he'd put you right on your knees.
Wow.
Unbelievable. So that's why he was so good. He won all these Olympic matches and stuff. He was totally awesome. And these tough guys like that, other than Billy Robinson, he was a prick. And Vern Gagne, he was a prick too. Sorry, Greg Gagne. But your dad was a prick. So most of these guys were the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet.
I believe Jim Ross had said that Danny Hodge was the toughest person he had ever seen.
Yeah, Jim Ross could. He should know. And he was from Oklahoma, so.
That's crazy about the neck story, though. I couldn't even imagine trying to walk up with.
Yeah, he came up. He told me that story himself. And if he would have let his neck, if he would have dropped, his neck would have probably severed and he never would have made it.
Oh, my God.
So he lived a long time after that. They had to fuse his neck, so, but yeah, he was a good guy.
Man, what a beast.
Yeah.
To be able to do that.
And he wasn't even that big of a guy. He was a light heavyweight champion, but I guess 190, 200 pounds. He didn't need to be any bigger, though.
TitleMatchNetwork.com.